The gift of togetherness. In the heart of Pupville, the snowflakes danced like tiny white butterflies. Inside a yellow cottage, Roxy, an apricot labradoodle with curls as soft as a sweater, stood on her tiptoes. Beside her was Kylo, a shaggy white golden doodle who was just a little bit taller. They looked at the big kitchen calendar. Today was December 24th, and the golden letters read, "The gift of togetherness." "What does togetherness mean?" Roxy asked, her tail giving a little wag. Kylo thought for a moment, his shaggy ears flopping. "I think it means we do everything as a team." Together, they dragged a big box of ornaments into the living room. They spent the morning hanging sparkly stars and red ribbons on the tallest evergreen tree they could find, making sure every branch had a friend. Next came the kitchen magic. Roxy wore a tiny blue apron that matched her bright eyes. She spent the afternoon mixing a bowl of dough, her paws moving in a rhythmic beat. "One for the bowl and one for the soul," she chirped. She was so focused on her work that a little puff of white flour landed right on the tip of her button nose. Kylo was the master of the oven. He sat patiently on the tiled floor, his shaggy white fur glowing in the heat of the stove. He watched the cookies turn golden brown, his tail thumping against the ground like a drum. The scent of cinnamon and honey filled the house, making the whole world feel like a giant, warm hug. Once the treats were packed in tins, the two friends bundled up. Roxy put on a red scarf, and Kylo wore a green one. They stepped out into the Pupville snow. "The gift of togetherness isn't just for us," Kylo said, looking at the glowing street lamps. "It's for everyone in town." They trotted down the sidewalk, their paws leaving twin trails in the fresh powder. They soon reached the edge of the park where they saw their neighbor, Silas. Silas was a very old, gray-muzzled dog who lived alone in a small house near the pond. He was trying to clear the heavy snow from his front porch with a small wooden shovel. Roxy ran up to him, her apricot curls bouncing, and offered him a warm tin of cookies. While Roxy talked to Silas, Kylo noticed the heavy sled of firewood that was stuck in the drifts near the gate. Kylo used his large, shaggy frame to push the sled toward the door. "Let me help with that, Silas." Kylo barked happily. Silas smiled, his eyes twinkling like the Christmas lights. "You two have brought the spirit of the holiday right to my door," he whispered. As the sun set and the stars began to peek out, Roxy and Kylo headed back to their yellow cottage. They were tired, but their hearts felt light. They curled up on the big braided rug in front of the fireplace. The logs crackled and popped, sending dancing shadows across the room. "I think I understand now," Roxy whispered, resting her head on her paws. Kylo pulled a large, fuzzy wool blanket over both of them. "Togetherness is about sharing what we have," he said softly. "Our time, our help, and our treats." Roxy snuggled closer into Kylo's shaggy white fur. It didn't matter that the wind was whistling outside or that the frost was thick on the glass. Inside, they were tucked away in their own little world of friendship. On the night before Christmas, Pupville was silent and still. Roxy and Kylo looked out the window one last time at the moonlit snow. They didn't need any fancy toys or giant bones to be happy. They had the best gift of all. They had each other, and that was the greatest togetherness in the world.